Elite golfers survive 18 holes by ruthlessly conserving their cognitive energy. While most amateurs are redlining their focus from the first tee, the top tier of the PGA Tour operates within a specific, repeatable window of engagement. Analysis of elite pre-shot routines shows they spend exactly 20 seconds in an active mental state before every shot. By the end of this video, you will have the exact 20-second protocol that the best golfers use before every single shot, and you can use it on your very next round. This is the 8-8-4 protocol: 8 seconds to confirm, 8 seconds to picture, and 4 seconds to execute. We've decoded these numbers from field studies of performance under pressure, because failing to hit these specific marks creates the mental friction that leads to high scores. Mastering these 20 seconds protects your brain from the exhaustion that ruins most amateur back nines. A typical round of golf is a 4.5-hour marathon of variables. Wind, lie, distance, and club selection require constant calculation across 70 or 80 individual events. This triggers decision fatigue. In clinical studies, the quality of human choices declines predictably as the number of decisions increases. This is why parole judges are statistically more likely to deny requests as the morning wears on, and why surgeons show higher error rates at the end of a shift. Your cognitive battery hits empty by the 16th hole. Late-round errors are symptoms of a depleted system. Pros manage this by toggling engagement. Amateurs burn energy walking between holes. Professionals remain in total recovery, only activating focus for the precise duration of the shot. Success on the back nine depends on these recovery gaps. The battery needs the gap to sustain performance until the 18th green. The protocol begins the moment you stand behind the ball. At this point, the math is over and the club is in your hand. You have 8 seconds to lock in your target and confirm your plan. This is the period where the motor program loads into your working memory. Any hesitation here creates a recursive loop of second guessing. The next 8 seconds are for building the picture in high definition. You detail the exact trajectory, the landing spot, and the release toward the hole. Motor imagery research demonstrates that vivid mental rehearsal activates the same neural pathways as the physical swing itself. This visualization serves as a pre-programmed instruction to your motor system. You are essentially dry running the swing in your cortex before the club ever moves. Finally, you have 4 seconds to step in and go. Set your feet, take one waggle, and pull the trigger. You must be in motion within 3 seconds of completing your setup. Prolonged address over the ball allows conscious interference to degrade the motor program you just built. Once the feet are set, the window for effective execution is closing. 8 seconds to confirm, 8 seconds to picture, 4 seconds to go. That is the complete 20-second protocol. There is a critical second half to this routine that occurs after the ball leaves the club, the switch off. After the shot, you have a 30-second window to process the data, assess the face angle, the path, and the contact, file the information, accept the result, and then move on. You need a deliberate reset trigger to signal the end of the shot. This could be taking off your glove or a specific deep exhale. This physical ritual tells your brain to stop consuming cognitive resources. From that moment until you reach your next ball, you are a person taking a walk in the park. This is where the battery recovers. Unresolved analysis of a previous mistake is more damaging to your scorecard than the mistake itself. Every yard you spend obsessing over a triple bogey is a yard where you are stealing energy from your next 20-second window. To build this, use the driving range as a laboratory. After every shot, step completely off the mat, take a breath, and run the full 8-8-4 protocol before the next ball. This process will feel theatrical and slow at first. That is intentional. You are training the habit in a controlled environment so it can function automatically during a round. On the course, begin tracking your commitment rather than your score. Use a tick on your scorecard for every shot where you successfully switched on and switched off, and a dash for every time you stayed in golfer mode between shots. When you reach a 90% success rate with the protocol, the scores you want will arrive as a byproduct of your cognitive efficiency. 70 shots, 70 toggles. That is how the game is played at the highest level. If the 8-8-8 protocol changes how you manage your focus on the course, hit the like button. It takes 1 second and helps other golfers discover the science behind the mental game. For a weekly breakdown of the psychology and strategy used by the pros, with 0 swing tips and 0 fluff, Subscribe to Golf Decoded. Now I want to hear from you. What is the one moment in your round where your focus feels most likely to fall apart? Is it the first tee, or perhaps a short putt? Tell me in the comments. I read every one to help shape our next video.